Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 22. Tvam na sandarshito datra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam. Tvam, your goodness, naha, unto us, sandarshitaha, meeting, dhatra, by providence, dustaram, insurmountable, nistitirshatam, for those desiring to cross over, kalim, the age of Kali, sattvaharam, that which deteriorates the good qualities, pumsam, of a man, karnadharaha, captain, iva, as arnavam, the ocean. Translation: we think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that we may accept you as the captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. Purport: the age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. But due to this dangerous age, men have completely forgotten the aim of the life. In this age, the lifespan will gradually decrease. People will gradually lose their memory, finer sentiment, strength, and better qualities. A list of the anomalies for this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. And so, this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. The people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self-realization. Out of madness, they frankly say that there is no need for self-realization because they do not realize that this brief life is but a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. The whole system of education is geared to sense gratification, and if a learned man thinks it is over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. Learned men, therefore, must be cautious of this age. And if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisharanya and accept Śrī Kṛṣṇa Gosvāmī or his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. The ship is the message of Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa in the shape of Bhagavad Gita or Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Tvamna sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshata kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam. We think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence. Tvamna sandarshita dhatra, just so that we may accept you as the captain of the ship, karnadhara ivarnavam, for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, dustaram nistitirshatam kalim, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. Sattvaharam pumsam. The age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. We all know that there are 4 yugas, and the Treta Yuga, before that the Satya Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. So the order is like this: Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. And of all of these, Kali is most dangerous, because Kali, Dharma is only on one leg, only little bit of truth is left, everything else is gone. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. But due to this dangerous age, men have completely forgotten the aim of life. In the other ages, people remember, they practice tapasya, and they do activities meant for self-realization. But in this age, people simply forgotten the aim of life is self-realization and God realization. They simply indulge day and night in sense gratification. In this age, the lifespan will gradually decrease. Previous lifespan used to be many years, but in Kali Yuga, in the beginning, it used to be 100+ years, 100 years. Now, we see average lifespan is something like 61-2 years, something like that. People gradually lose their memory, finer sentiments, strength, and better qualities. People are losing the memory and finer sentiments, and also strength, because they don't get good food, they cannot eat properly, and better qualities, naturally only living for sense gratification, not getting up in the morning and not sleeping on the time. So people have all kinds of bad qualities. They also lose the sentiments for anything and everything, and definitely memory, because unless one takes good food and cow milk, one will not get good memory. A list of the anomalies for this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. The 12th canto, the characteristics of Kali Yuga, people is elaborately given. And so this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. A list of the anomalies for this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. So in 12th canto it is given elaborately. And so this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. Because anybody want to endeavor for self-realization, there are so many distractions and the progress is slow and it's really, really difficult. But there is one way, that is chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam kalyau nastyeva 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 gatranyata. There is no other way, no other way, no other way in this age of Kali, except chanting the holy names of the Lord. That is the only way one can be delivered. The people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self-realization. They're busy. People, everybody who asks, can you read Bhagavad Gita? No time. Can you chant? Can't. Can you come to the temple? No time. And what are you doing? I'm busy, 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 busy. Like this, they are busy. And if you ask them chant, 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 they'll say can't, can't, can't. And then we say come, 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 they'll say busy, busy, busy. This is what is going on. Out of madness, they frankly say that there's no need for self-realization, because they do not realize that this brief life is but a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. And you ask them, let's plan for self-realization. They'll say, what is the need of self-realization? Yeah, if you do like this, you go to hell. He said, my friend is also doing the same thing. He also will go to hell. My other relatives are also doing the same thing. They will also go to hell. And so I also want to go to hell. They'll say like this. So there is no plan, simply wasting time. And they are not realizing that this human life is, one acquires the human life after many, many lifetimes. And then this human life is meant for perfection. It's a great journey towards self-realization. It's a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. Whatever is not possible in previous lives, in the animal species of life, that is possible to perfect one's life in the human form. The whole system of education is geared to sense gratification, and if a learned man thinks it over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouse of so-called education. Education, why are you studying? I want to get a job. And what? Want to go to America. What do you want to do? I want to earn money. So this previously education is meant for receiving knowledge. Now education is meant for getting up for sense gratification. Śrīla Prabhupāda is calling that children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. The statement looked like very heavy. Why Prabhupada is saying that going to school and studying and education is those institutes are slaughterhouses? Why is he saying like that? Because what happens in the slaughterhouses? Slaughterhouses, we see that one animal is blindly following the other animal. So if one animal is being killed, other animal is watching, next it will not know that next its own turn will come. That's what happens in the slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouses are maintained by butchers, like the killers. They try to give some food, try to do care, some medical care, this, that. Ultimate purpose is what? To kill. Similarly, the modern education, it is based on the system of Macaulay. Their whole aim, Macaulay wrote in one letter that it is to kill the Sanatan Dharma, kill the practice of Sanatan Dharma, and mold people into the British way. That is what, in those education, everything is meant for sense gratification. And there is no dharma. There is no value system. Today's education, what is missing is that it's marks and goals, but there is no values and virtues. Only marks and goals, no values and virtues. That is why. And blind leading the blind. The teachers who are teaching, they also are behind sense gratification. So they don't have values. When they don't have values, how can they impart the values to the students. So everything becomes artificial. That's why Prabhupada is calling it a slaughterhouse. Learned men, therefore, must be cautious of this age. And if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisharanya. So what should we do if we don't want to get slaughtered? He said that we have to approach, follow the footsteps of the great sages and learn from them. It is the transcendental knowledge. Yeah. And accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representative as a captain of the ship. In this word, it is told Karnadhara Ivarnavam. Karnadhara means the pilot, captain. So we need to accept a bona fide spiritual master and take association of devotees and follow their instructions. By this way, values and virtues will be imparted and we will gain the transcendental knowledge. Simply learning ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4, reading, writing, one cannot perfect his life. Those are necessary. But ultimately, if they serve the higher purpose, of realizing the self and realizing God, Krishna. The ship is a message of Lord Krishna in the shape of Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So, we are taking shelter of the bona fide spiritual master, his pilot. And what is a ship? Ship is something that saves the boat. When we are drowning in water in samsara, what will help us is boat. And also captain is required. So captain is the spiritual master. The boat is the message of Lord Krishna in the shape of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So only one reads Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, one will be able to be saved. That too, one has to accept a bona fide spiritual master. And Śrīla Prabhupāda actually gave this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam commentaries on those in English, and also they're translated into all the world languages. And he is our captain, and he saved all of us and saving generation. So the point here is that unless one accepting a bona fide spiritual master receives the transcendental knowledge, one will not be able to cross over the difficult ocean of Kali. And day by day, we see Kali Yuga's impact is so much people are degrading, and many problems are facing. So here, the sages of Naimisharanya are telling that Tvamna Sandarshito Datra, you have your darshan happened. We met you, Sandarshitaha. We have nicely taken your darshan and association because of Dhatra, by providence, by Supreme Lord. Because of Supreme Lord sent you here, we were able to receive your association. Dustaram Nistitirshatam Kalim Satvaharam Pumsam. This difficult age of Kali, insurmountable. To cross this ocean, it is insurmountable ocean. Kali is compared to ocean. So it will actually kill all the bad qualities of people. Satvaharam Pumsam. Whatever bad qualities one have in the age of Kali, they will be, because of bad association, they will lose all those bad qualities. And Karnadhara Ivarnamam. In this stage, like in this ocean of Kali, you are like Karnadhara, you are captain. With your help, we will be able to learn Bhagavatam. We will be able to cross over the Kali Yuga ocean, and also this will be helpful for all other people who are going to take birth in this age of Kali. Hare Krishna.